Okay.
The cast, because I couldn't remember Steve Buscemi's name.
You couldn't remember Steve Buscemi's name?
Yeah, I couldn't figure it out. I was like, okay, I know this guy for sure because he's my favorite actor ever made. And then I was like, oh well, I gotta find it. And I was like, what was he in? And I couldn't think of anything except for the Incredible Burt Wonderstone.
2 hours and 25 minutes in, sweet moan.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh boy. All right. My eyes feel heavy as they slowly open, the light from outside making me blink a bit to let them get adjusted. My body feels like lead and my head is heavy. Waking up to an unfamiliar ceiling is an uncomfortable feeling. It reminds me of the first time I woke in the dimpled white tiled ceiling of the hospital. It's only after spending a few seconds standing up at it that I realize where I am. This is Hanako's dormitory room. I feel as though my heart stopped again, and as the events of last night rushed through my head, blood rushes to my cheeks and I shut my eyes once more. There's very little point of getting myself worked up this early though, so I try to push such things out of my mind for now. I roll my head to see if Hanako's where she was when I drifted off the bed, while as there now is an empty space on the bed and the room beyond. I sluggishly sit up and rub my eyes before pinching the bridge of my nose and looking around the room. The only person here is me. I am still bereft of my clothes, and after a quick scan of the floor for them, I notice that they're neatly folded in the corner of the room. Try as I might, I can't see Hanako anywhere. It's a dorm room. It's one room. Did you think she was hiding under the bed or something?
Oh, I've done that. It's a good move.
Yeah, it's a good move after you have sex to hide away from them.
Yeah. And you jump out and you go boo.
Yeah, the only person here is me. I'm still, the foil packet from the condoms been removed too, presumably put into the bin. With a great yawn, I get myself out of bed and quickly look for some underwear. Go get Hanako's underwear! I grimace a little at the prospect of putting my boxers on
Hell yeah.
back on after yesterday's efforts did a job on them. But I didn't have much of a choice. I thought he had his boxers on the whole time!
He did. That's the point.
So did he take them off while he was sleeping? I
You
hate
gotta sleep
this.
naked.
I'm so upset.
Sex with boxers on, sleep naked.
Taking advantage of the
It's
fact
the
that I
law.
have some time without anyone around, I get myself dressed and jerk off vigorously in the mirror before the coming school day in short order. And then, I'm alone. Without anything more to busy myself with, my mind becomes focused on the fact that I'm still standing in another person's bedroom after we spent the night together, but there's not a single sign of her around. My gut proves to be more helpful than my brain at working at this riddle. With a loud growl, it reminds me that she may well just be getting breakfast. I would have liked to wake up next to her, but maybe it's a good thing that Hanako's room, as always, is quite bleak in appearance. There are a few precious decorations and practically no personal artifacts that are hidden away in the cupboards and drawers. Artifacts? What the She's lived here for 3 years, but the room looks as if it's barely been occupied for a single day. I shouldn't overthink this. She might just like living this way as some do. Having the ability to put such low stock in physical possessions does have its advantages, but even so, it feels a little disconcerting given her past. She says she viewed herself as having her life on hold while at the orphanage. She certainly lives as if she still does, but after what happened last night, it's pretty hard to imagine that she still thinks that way. I'm just that good. The sound of the door handle cracks through my thoughts, and I turn to face him. Sure enough, Hanako comes in and shuts the door behind her. She has what seems to be 2 microwaved instant meals in her hands, and so this is a little difficult. Good morning, Hanako. Morning. She gives a little bow before making her way to her desk, setting down both plates. I cannot see them to be small satay dishes, their contents steaming with a fork inside rice of each. I give thanks to her for bringing them in, and we take one and go to eating. She sits in her desk chair while I sit on the side of the bed. I don't like talking while eating, so the silence between us isn't annoying in and out of itself. It's the fact that it only exists because we don't quite know what to say to each other that's off-putting. Hanako glances towards me every so often as she eats. I don't. I only notice her doing so because I'm doing just the same thing. We're eating together as if we were a couple. We even had sex last night. A first for the both of us. Something feels wrong though. Maybe that's why we can't even say a word to each other as we finish our plates and leave them in the sink. Maybe that's why we leave Hanako's room without holding hands or making small talk. Maybe that's why it feels like we're further apart than we've ever been before. We enter the classroom together, neither of us so much as making a glance at each other. Just after we do so, I realize that this may have been a mistake. She moves her eyebrow at the...
Thanks, Ramsey.
Shizune lifts her eyebrow at the sight, her suspicions raised. We reach the center of the aisle between the classroom desk and look at each other. I'm not quite sure what I should say. Does she want me to address her as a girlfriend? I didn't think our relationship was... Oh, that's why I feel so strange. See. Okay. I awkwardly hold up a hand as we part and take our seats at our respective desks. I can't even look back to her out of embarrassment. I feel like the gulf between Hanako and me is because of me. Hanako begins to make her way towards me, but then Muto enters the room. Saved by the Muto.
Fucking Muto's the best. He's like, no, I won't allow this.
Nah, boy, you're not gonna attack Ramsey, you fucking bitch. I'm thankful for his arrival being so well timed, drawing Shizune and her questioning away to wait for another time. I wouldn't have been able to answer her anyway. I like Hanako, but I've never told her what my feelings are for her. Hanako never said she saw me as anything beyond a friend either. Yet despite that, we slept together. Stop! Stop it, Sonic! Stop! Stop! The bell to signal the end of lunch rings out. Muto is taken a little off guard, his chemistry lecture being cut off mid-sentence, much to his chagrin. For the entirety of the class, his rambling has passed through one ear and out the other as my mind mulls over the question of Hanako. I can't get her out of my mind, and by now I've managed to wind myself up about it. I realize that she never said yes to what we did. What? What?
Oh.
What?
Let me just, okay, now's the time, because I was thinking about when I should do this, but let me just run through the sequence of events. Hanako shows you her scars, right?
Right.
Then Ramsey takes off all his clothes, and then kisses her.
Oh my god, he raped
and then
her.
he sits on her bed, and then he's like, come over and sit on the bed with me.
Holy shit. I never even considered that.
Yeah, well.
Oh my god. That's...
Yeah, I was like, oh, you gotta pay attention to this time, because that's like a big thing online. Because of basically this.
That's... Wow.
That's fine. You're fine.
She didn't say no either.
Way to go, Ramsey. You're the true white knight.
Would she have been able to? She's extremely submissive at the best of times. Oh my god, please. I hate this. And no doubt it took her a gargantuan effort to show me her scarring. I decided to try and at least make conversation with her. That would be better than the monosyllabic communism that's the most we've managed between each other so far today. I walk to her desk intending to chat, but she awkwardly blushes and looks down even before I've come up to her. I take a breath to speak, but find myself lost for words. What in the world should I say to her? Hearing approaching footsteps, I turn to see Shizune Are you fucking kidding me? I turn to see Shizune and Misha already making their way towards us, no doubt with the intent of starting asking troublesome things. A couple of other classmates are looking at us and gossiping to themselves as they throw sidelong glances. They must also have noticed Hanako and me coming in together earlier. I open my mouth to reach for Hanako, but she preempts me.
It's happening again.
Holy fuck. I'm gonna go. She gets out of her chair and dashes for. Yuri-chan, what's this? Stop, kill yourself, Sonic. She gets out of her chair and dashes for the door. A couple of the books, pens that were on her desk are sent falling to the floor in her rush. Not many people seem to care about the event. A few look around to see what the fuss is about, but go back to what they were previously doing after. I'm left desperately looking at the door that Hanako disappeared out of. The idea of running after her passes through my mind, but I'm fairly sure that Hanako can run faster than I can. And besides, what would I say to her once I caught up to her anyway? Eventually, I simply crouch down and begin to pick up the things that had fallen to the ground from her desk. I feel low in every way, reduced to this as students pass by me on their way out of the room. Man, can I just, like, fucking take this book and beat the shit out of these two? Because I hate them. I hate their dumb faces. Shizune's face is alright. Fuck Misha. I feel a tap on my shoulder. I look up to see Shizune and Misha looking at me. Curiosity about the situation written on their faces, mixed with a slightly apologetic look at the idea that they were partially responsible for what just happened. Ichan, if we can help at all. What? Ichan, if we can help at all. I just shake my head. This isn't a matter for them. From Shizune's impression and the tone of Misha's voice, I know that I think they know the same thing. Shizune acknowledges my response and gives a solemn bow before making her way out of the room. Misha soon follows her out, obediently following her role as Shizune's shadow. I pick myself up, books and pen in hand, and place them inside Hanako's desk. With the classroom now empty, I end up leaning against her desk and thinking to myself in silence. It feels like there's complete emotional disconnect between Hanako and me. We haven't known each other for all that long, and despite wanting to start going out with her, I really don't think much about how Hanako views things. I've been studying as hard as I can for exams, but I still don't feel like I've really had any sense of direction behind it. I tried to be a friend to Hanako, even if I couldn't tell her my feelings. I mean, all we've done is drive each other apart. I couldn't even write a letter back to that one girl to the one girl who ever loved me, Iwanako. What should I do? What can I do? I simply don't know the answer to either of those questions. I do know that nobody else can help me with them. Just going back to the way things were would be enough to make me happy, but I know that can never happen. Something changed between us last night. Maybe it changed beforehand and it just came to a head then.
I get it.
I'm gonna cut my wrists. I know that there's a wall that Hanako has between me and her. It's called the hymen. I've been hitting that wall. I've been hitting that wall every time I've tried interacting with her on any level. But now I'm beginning to think that I have my own wall between us as much as she does. Yeah, it's called a condom. She had to particularly drag. Damn it! She had to practically drag my past out of me, and mine was vision getting fuzzy, and mine was much less traumatic than hers. I want to say it's because I haven't had long to adjust since my heart attack, but I know full well that would just be an excuse. The one time I can recall when it really felt like she was opening up to me of her own accord when we were playing billiards in the city. I was the only one who stopped her from going further. I want to know Hanako better. I want to save our friendship. If not, begin a real relationship with her. My mind begins to tick as I sit back against her desk, thinking to myself in an empty classroom that we've spent so much time in together. I have to talk to Hanako. Alright, hold on, I'm gonna go use the washroom real quick.
Shoot, he's pretty close to the... Oh, I know where he's at. Yeah, he is. He would have been playing chess already, if he was in the neutral. We're right up near the ending. We're like 2 scenes away. Is that the computer we don't want to restart? Nope. Welcome to Windows 8.
Scandalous.
Alright, so we lost all progress again because the computer froze.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I'm only half making that up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
computer froze, did it?
Yeah.
Ah!
Scared me for a second. I was like, uh-oh, is that the computer where you use it?
If it was, I would have went to bed.
Yeah. I wasn't sure if you, like, now that you're using a bunch of computers, you were just recording on one and then... I don't know. I don't know how that would work, though, because you'd need to be in the Discord.
did it. Good job.
Yep.
Alright. I pace around in the park, feeling the anxiety rolling over me. Every so often, I reach into my pocket and take out my phone, but each and every time I hesitate and end up slipping it back in. If this were any normal situation, I wouldn't be cutting class. Unfortunately, it isn't. And so I find myself in the town below the school at 2 in the afternoon. Ever since I met Hanako, I've been the one to initiate everything between us. The one that started conversations, went to her wherever she was, and suggested what we should do. Today, this once, I don't want to be the only one doing that. My hand dives in my pocket once more. This time I quickly navigate to
Come
the
to the
text
fucking
menu
park, bitch.
before I have the chance to change my mind again. Hanako, if you want to talk, I'll be at the park in town for a while. Finding a last measure of doubt, I thumb in my message to Hanako and press the button to send it. And now I wait. My part in this has been fulfilled. What needs to happen is for Hanako to make the decision. It would be meaningless for me to drag her here. She needs to decide for herself whether she wants to meet me. The apple juice from the vending machine tastes awfully bitter as I swirl it down. My grip on the can has caused it to dent slightly in the middle. I shouldn't be this tense, and it's probably inevitable. Hanako is dear to me. What happened in the last couple of days has put a lot of pressure on both of us. The idea of losing all the progress we've made in coming closer to one another, and losing our friendship as a whole, is deeply unsettling. But even then, I still don't know how close we are. We may have had sex, but before that, all I knew was us was friends. Maybe we are more than that, but if so, I never realized it. Maybe that's why I feel so uneasy right now. I don't understand Hanako despite all the time we spent together. The minutes are ticking by, and I still have no idea whether she'll show up. Ramsey? I pause for a minute, almost not believing that I'm hearing the voice I am hearing. I drop the can and stand up with a start. Hanako. We look at each other for a few seconds before Hanako becomes too embarrassed to maintain eye contact and nervously fiddle with the roughly cut lock of hair covering the side of her face. When I went to Hanako in her room by myself after her breakdown, I had no idea what to say. That was fine then. All either of us wanted was each other's presence. Now though, I feel like I need to talk to her directly. I want to break down this wall between us before it forces us apart for good. Hanako, what we did last night, how should I interpret that? Hanako stops playing with her hair and looks up at me. Her head cast slightly downward. She looks ashamed, which is probably a good mirror of how I look now if I wasn't so concerned. I thought you might eventually go away if I was only someone you need to protect. I thought that if I let you do that. Oh my god, this is so heartbreaking.
Yeah.
I thought that if I let you do that, you might see me as someone more than that. What the fuck? What? My first reaction is disbelief, but I did do it with her after all. What the fuck is that? What? I had plenty of opportunities where I could have stopped things, stepped back, and questioned what we were doing. In the end, though, I didn't. A horrible feeling rises from the pit of my stomach. She offered herself to me because because of what she thought I wanted. But now it feels like I took advantage of her. You fucking did! You're a bastard.
Feels like I took advantage of her. Yeah, Ramsey.
No, shut up! This wasn't me. This character's name is Sonic now. She offered herself to me! My Discord! Obscenities! She offered herself to me because of what she thought I wanted, and now it feels like I took advantage of her. She may have been willing, but only under false premises. Oh, I've never been good at hiding my emotions from physically showing, and is no different. Hanako looks down once more, a strange mixture of depression, regret, and sickness written all over her face. Thick silence hangs in the air, save for the breeze blowing through the trees around us. Do you ever feel like a plastic bag? I knew you couldn't look at me that way. Hanako's words are said in little more than a whisper. Oh no, my heart! Oh god! It's so painful! Is this the bad ending? Because this is not happy. Hanako's words are said in little more than a whisper, seemingly directed just as much at herself as to me. In what way? What do you mean? All I ever was to you was was a
Ramsey,
useless person, just someone to
you had
protect.
sex with your child.
Stop! Someone like a child. I wanted to be more than that, but after so long, I got used to it. The tone of her voice is unlike anything I've heard before. She sounds disgusted, not at me, but herself. After I came out of my room, I saw that you had started drifting away. I felt like I was going to lose you because you wanted somebody you could have that kind of relationship with. Oh my god, I need to take a drink. Oh. Holy fuck. You were... Oh my god. You were more quiet in school than before, and you were getting on so well with Yuko, I thought that I might lose you.
Get ready for one of the best lines in the game.
She thought I was bored of her because I wanted a romantic relationship. But
we're friends, right?
Friends? What the fuck?
Way to go, Ramsey. Lady killer here.
I am flabbergasted. I have...
Hey, my good friend.
I have...
What is up?
I have no words. Like, this isn't even funny to me. This is legit painful.
Yeah, she straight up confesses to you, and his house just goes, but we're friends, right?
You're so fucking stupid.
Yep.
I hate this character. I hate
And
him.
I've said this before, but this isn't as bad as he gets. He gets worse.
I don't know if I can play this game anymore.
No, you gotta do it.
But we're friends, right? I wouldn't just abandon you like that, even if what you're saying is true. Friendship was something I thought I'd given up on. I stopped believing in others. After what happened after the accident, before the accident happened, I got on well with people and the other children. I didn't have many friends, but I didn't mind because I treasured the ones I had. Afterwards, though, I was called names by others and teased a lot. It hurt, really deeply. The teachers tried to help, but they couldn't do much, and even many of them reconciled just at the sight of me. Recoiled! God damn it! Yeah, it's the same thing. The gun I'm gonna put in my fucking head for naming this character after me. I'm not like this in real life, I swear.
He's only a swag lord in one route, and it's the bad route.
Yeah, is it?
Yeah.
Among those calling me names and teasing me were the ones I thought were my closest friends. From then on, I believed that it didn't matter if nobody else acknowledged me. All my existence ever did was make people trouble, after all. It was easier if I just didn't exist. But after meeting Lily and then you, I tried, but I couldn't make myself think that way again. All that time, she didn't trust me. She thought, just like everyone else in her life, that she was worthless. Someone to throw away once I got bored of being with her. That hurts. That's the one kind of person I never ever wanted to be seen as, because I know better than most just how horrible it feels to be thrown away by those I thought liked me. She's cracking from the memories she's bringing up. I feel useless, completely unable to console her. Oh, why don't you fucking rape her again? How's that? That seemed to work last time, didn't it?
No,
It was rape.
Arguable. It's arguable. Come on, Garb.
No, that's rape.
It's arguable.
No. She was in pain.
You asked her if she was startled. She said no.
And then you did it.
Yeah, it's fine. You're good.
That doesn't mean anything. I'm so frustrated. She's cracking from the memories she's bringing up. I feel useless, completely unable to console her. In a strange way, though, I am almost thankful that she's allowing me to know this. The wall between us is going away, even if it hurts so badly to bring it down. Hanako, if you just told me, was I wrong? Of course she wasn't. Hanako wasn't wrong. It's difficult to force myself to admit this, but I know trying to deny it is pointless. To me, until she was someone we tried to protect. She had become to me what I'd thought to be my friend after my long heart attack. What? Why did I read it like that? She had become to me what I'd become to my friends after my heart attack. A broken person. I liked her, possibly even loved her, but I never acted on that precisely because I thought she was too fragile. I mean, I don't look at you that way now. I got worried about you after what happened to you in class, and I thought I should try to protect you. When you locked yourself in your room, though, I got afraid. I thought you were rejecting me, and it forced me to think a lot of different things. I wasn't rejecting you, she blurts out in an almost scared tone of her voice, taking me off guard. She was clearly becoming embarrassed by her outburst before clenching her fist and working through what she wants to say in her mind. I wouldn't ever do that, not to you. Even though I was scared, even though I tried to push you away, you still tried to get closer to me. I locked myself away because I was just a burden to you, to Lily, to everyone. Every birthday was the same. Everybody doing their best to pretend that I mattered. Everyone pretending everything was alright for that one day of the year. I didn't want to exist, but they wouldn't let me. Even after meeting Lily, everything was the same. I was as useless as I'd always been, unable to do anything for her or for myself. I didn't want to be the same way to you. Lily and I were completely wrong. From what she's saying, everything we did for her, it would have only made her feel worse. Even what little I thought I had right about her was complete misjudgment. After you locked yourself in your room, I decided to try to work out my past as well, and sort out my future. I didn't know how to deal with the things I'd lost coming to Yamaku. What? So I was trying to sort them out myself. I thought it would help us become better. If you say that word one more time, buddy, I'm turning this game off.
Tomodachi.
It would help us become better friends.
Daijobu Tomodachi.
Silence hangs in the air. I try to look at her, but I can't. I feel really, really low. No, I want to apologize. I don't know how I possibly could. I hear her take a deep breath, and then look after her, hearing drop to the ground. What the fuck? Oh no! Oh, that's so sad.
Uh-oh, bad end.
No! Is it actually?
Keep reading.
The sound of crying breaks my heart. Oh god. I know I'm responsible for this, and I know that I can't do anything to help her. If Hanako feels ashamed, then I feel all the more so. Fuck you! No, you don't! No, you don't! Oh, that's so cute, but he's an asshole, so I hate him. I rush to her as tears continue to roll down her cheeks unabated, wrapping my arms around her. I don't care about how I must look anymore. I just want to be close to her right now. I'm sorry, Ramsey. No, you didn't mess anything up. I messed everything. Ah! I don't know if I mentioned this. I am a pussy. I am emotionally attached to this right now.
Yeah,
It's fine.
happens.
Everything's fine. I'm the one that should be sorry. I was meddling around behind your back and I never told you anything. I could feel my grip tightening on Hanako as my vision blurs. I can't be bothered trying to hold back now. I have to force my words out as I lump begins to stick in my throat. To tell you the truth, Hanako, I was scared. For the first time since my heart attack, I was really scared. Ramsey? I lost so much when I came to Yamaku. I was depending on you more than I ever thought I did. Even now, I still have that hole inside me. After losing my entire life, everyone that I'd known, the thought of losing you as well. But I'm just a useless. You're my friend, Hanako. You're more than that. I love you, Hanako. I love you so much,
Yeah,
and
you
the thought
did.
of losing you frightened me so much. He's starting to get his cred back. A bit. This is bad. I'm really letting all this out. I can't bring myself to look at her face right now. I'm sorry, Ramsey. I can't help feeling a bit happy. For so long, that's what I've wanted to hear. The last of the floodgates break, the sound of her crying permeating the air as her body jerks against mine. We hold each other tightly, connected more closely than ever in our shared grief and our shared happiness. I don't know how things are going to be like after this. Right now, though, I don't care. There's no other person in the world that either of us could possibly share these memories and emotion with. Nobody. After dropping the dirty can into the bin next to the bench, I take a seat beside Hanako. She puts away the handkerchief I gave her to clean herself up, which hasn't helped much. Then again, I doubt it looked more presentable. Even now I feel emptied and a bit embarrassed after letting my emotions out in public like that. It's not a bad sensation, though I think Hanako feels the same way too. Have you calmed down a bit? Yes, thank you. For a while, we just sit and take our time before talking again to one another. We both need a little time to collect ourselves. Ah! What is that sentence? The weather is nice.
The rain in Spain mainly falls on my Lady Jane.
Ah!
Thanks, Hanako.
Yeah, it is.
Awful nice weather we're having, huh?
And then I die because this is stupid. I close my eyes for a moment, relishing the feeling of the sun's heat and the cool breeze against my face. The weather really is nice today. Really, really nice. You know, I don't really want to go back to classes right now. Do you? She shakes her head as she finishes wiping her eyes with a cuff. With her cuff. With a cuff. She just took some random's cuff. But a small smile she gives is nice, and it's a reminder of how earnest it can be. Smiling for other people might be a completely normal, everyday thing. For Hanako, though, she smiles so rarely and so sincerely that each and every time she does it, I feel a sense of relief and happiness. I'm sorry for everything. It's okay. I think we both have a bit to be sorry for. She has nothing to be sorry for! You're an asshole! I hate you! I'm so angry. No, I'm not! I know that. Shut the fuck up. I know that. I'm too shy. I know you don't want me to be. I don't think I can. You can change, Hanako. I know that because you in the time I've known you, you've already changed. To be honest, just being able to sit here and talk with you like this means that you've changed a lot since we've met. But I can't be like that for anyone else. I don't have any plans for after school ends either. Hanako's confidence begins to slide down again, and I think that now I can finally talk to her as an equal. I can do it because I know that we're just the same in so many ways. Just give yourself time, and I think you'll be able to achieve what you want. No, I'm sure that you'll be able to do it. I can see that you've been trying, and I have faith in you. You can depend on me if you feel like you need someone to support you, you know. But I can't ask that of you. You can, because that's exactly what I'm asking of you. I'm going through the same thing, you know. It's called love. What? Alright, I'm sorry. It's called love. Hanako smiles before I get off the bench and dust myself off. She does the same in short measure. I'm kinda hungry. Want to grab something to eat? She nods vigorously. The way she's smiling, the way she's acting, even just the general air she gives off. I feel as if this is the first time I've ever seen her genuinely happy. We both make our way onto the street, walking beside each other. Ramsey? Yeah? I think I don't really understand you. I don't think I understand you either. I believe that's fine, though. There's not a single hint of despair in our voices. Not understanding each other is only natural. The walls we set up between ourselves couldn't possibly be broken down in a single day. But that's fine. As long as we take it day by day and try to understand one another, I think everything will be okay. As we walk down the street, though, Hanako's eyes flick to my face and back down to the street repeatedly. Is something on your mind? You look restless. She slows before stopping completely. When I turn to meet her, she takes a long, deep breath, looking at my face intently. This expression, I saw it once before on her face. Just once, when I accidentally surprised her in her room. I think I have something I need to give you. What is it? You don't need to be evasive about it. Oh my god. I wanted to give you this long time, but now that I need to, it's too embarrassing. Don't worry, I'll accept it, whatever it is. She gives a sweet, bashful smile before taking my shoulder in her hand. And please accept my first gift to you, Ramsey. Hanako? Oh, it's so cute! No!
I don't know
No!
where it is.
No! Oh, that's it! Oh, that's all! Kato, Shoujo, Hanako, Root, Anonymous 22, Aura, CPL Crud, Suriko, The Hive Mind, Kagami, Loose Tart, Salad Crook, Blue 123, Nicole, oh my god.
That's a hell of a game.
What ending did I get? Thanks here, Pytom, Rata, and Replicated. 4 Leaf Studios. Man. Man, oh man, oh man. Yeah? I see it. Oh, wait, general. Ah, I got the good ending. Yes! That was emotionally breaking for a good ending. Oh my god, I don't know if I can take the bad ending. I don't know if I'd be able to take it.
Actually, I did say earlier that, yeah, but...
Okay. It felt like a good ending, but like... Oh, it was just so sad.
Yeah.
Shut up. That made me very angry. Well, thank you everybody for following us on this emotional train. Tune in next time. I don't know if Sonic's gonna record the other times, but yeah. Oh, you will? Okay, well, tune in next time for whatever route I do next. And this time I'm gonna use a chart because I'm not going with my gut anymore.
It's gonna be Kenji's route again.
It's not. I'm gonna make sure of it.
You'll be surprised.
Alright.
You shouldn't use the chart, but you should.
I won't use a chart, but
Yeah.
yeah, because I don't want like to spoil. Okay, I'll make like a choice of who I want to go on the right with, and then depending on who that is, I'll have you direct me. Thank you, everybody, for coming. Do we want to record the next one now or what? Start it out. Good, because I don't want to.